Homogeneous equilibrium. Here, in a homogeneous system, what is the homogeneous? That means the same phase. See, all the reactant and the product phases are same, means that is called homogeneous equilibria. Look at this reaction. Nitrogen gas react with hydrogen gas to produce ammonia gas. So here the phase, this indicates phase. So all these are same phase, gaseous phase only. So that in this type of reaction, that is the reactant phase and the product phase are same, mean that is called homogeneous equilibria. Because of this is the equilibrium reaction. Look at this example also. Ethyl acetate aqueous react with, that is water. Water means liquid. Then to form acetic acid and ethanol, both are aqueous state. So that the reactant phase are aqueous and the product phases are aqueous. Then Fe3 plus aqueous, SCN minus aqueous gives FeSCN2 plus aqueous. So here also the same phases. So in this type of reactions called homogeneous equilibrium reaction. So the equilibrium constant, this is the all the reactant and products are the homogeneous solution phase. So that this is called homogeneous equilibrium. Then the equilibrium constant in gaseous system. So far we have expressed the equilibrium constant of the reactant in terms of molar concentration of the reactant and the product. The symbol is what we used, Kc. For the reaction involving gases, however, it is usually more convenient to express in the equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressure, that is ideal gas equation. What is that? PV is equal to nRT. The partial pressure P is equal to what? N by V RT. So here the P is the pressure. So pressure in Pascal, that is the unit Pascal. N the number of moles of the gas. V volume, that is volume is meter cube, and the temperature is Kelvin. Then therefore here the N by V, N by V concentration is expressed in terms of, that is mole per meter cube, because number of moles, that is why mole, volume in meter cube. So that volume is meter cube, so that I am using here. So if the concentration C is mole, that is the concentration C is equal to what? Mole per liter, or you can use it mole per dm cube, decimeter cube. And the pressure already is a Pascal or bar, pressure is bar. So here P is equal to, we can write it, P is equal to C RT, concentration, so that RT. So we can also write for the gas, that means P is equal to concentration of gas RT. So here the R value, the R is 0.0831 bar liter per mole Kelvin. So at constant temperature, the pressure of the gas is proportional to its concentration. That means P is directly proportional to the concentration of gas. So for a reaction in equilibrium, look at this reaction. Hydrogen gas react with iodine to form hydrogen iodide gas. So we can write like this, Kc is equal to what? Product divided by reactant. So here the concentration of hydrogen iodide to the whole square divided by concentration of hydrogen into concentration of iodine, that is everything in gaseous phase, or that is Kc is equal to the partial pressure of hydrogen iodide divided by pressure of hydrogen into pressure of iodine, like this. Further, the partial pressure of hydrogen iodide will be what? Gas, hydrogen iodide gas. So this is the hydrogen, or you can write it like this, simply write this RT, because of the pressure is equal to concentration of gas into RT. So here the concentration of gas is what? Hi. So that's why I indicated here the G. And for a partial pressure for iodine gas, that is gas is what? Iodine gas into RT for hydrogen H2 gas into RT. Here, therefore, this is Kc. For Kp is equal to partial pressure of Phi to the whole square divided by partial pressure of the hydrogen and pressure of iodine. So here we can apply this value in this formula, in this equation. We will get concentration of Hi gas to the whole square. The RT also what? It will become square. Okay, divided by the PHI. H is what? Concentration of H2 gas into RT. Similarly, concentration of I2 gas into RT. So here the RT square is cancelled. Then the remaining would be what? Hi, concentration of Hi gas to the whole square divided by concentration of hydrogen gas into concentration of iodine gas. So here look at this Kc. Look at this Kc. Hi concentration of Hi square divided by H2, concentration of H2, concentration of I2. So here the Kp value is also same. So that Kp is equal to Kc. So Kp is equal to Kc. So both equilibrium constant are equal. So however this is not always the case. For example, taking of another example, that is nitrogen formation of ammonia, that is react with hydrogen gas to form ammonia gas. Look at this. For this Kp reaction is what? Kp is equal to product pressure of NH3 to the whole square because of the stoichiometric coefficient square divided by Pn2 partial pressure of nitrogen and the partial pressure of hydrogen. Here the stoichiometric coefficient 3, so that it will become 3 power 3. So we can write the value for the concentration values for this reaction. Concentration of ammonia gas power 2 into RT square, the previous equation according to this equation. So we can write like this. So divided by the reactant concentration of N2 gas into RT into concentration of H2 gas power cube RT cube. So here what RT square, that is one RT is cancelled. Here also one RT is cancelled. Remaining RT square will be here. The RT square in comes to numerator, it will become RT power minus 2. So you can write that equation NH3 gas divided by N2 gas, that is concentration of H2 gas. So the RT become what? Power RT minus 2. Okay, so here this will be what? This term also is Kc. So Kc can reapply is Kc into RT power minus 2. So here the Kp. So Kp is equal to, that means Kp is equal to Kc RT power minus 2. So similarly, so this is the reaction. Similarly, for general reaction for AA and BB, Cc plus Dd. So Kp is equal to what? Partial pressure of, that is C power C, and the partial pressure of D power D divided by the partial pressure of A power A and the partial pressure of B power B. Sorry, this is not a partial pressure, pressure, simply the pressure. Okay, and so on applying that previous equation value, will get concentration of C power C, then concentration of D power D into concentration of RT, that will become, that is what? C plus D. So value of C plus D, then divided by concentration of A power A, concentration of B power B into RT, concentration of A plus, sorry, RT into concentration of power A plus B. Here on rearranging this equation, that is concentration of C power C D power D divided by concentration of A power A, concentration of B power B into RT, that is C plus D minus, because this A plus B will go numerator, so that C plus D minus A plus B. So the finally this C plus D minus A plus B will become delta N. So concentration of C into concentration of D power D divided by concentration of A power A, concentration of B power B, RT delta N. Here then the delta N is a number of moles of gaseous product minus number of moles of the gaseous reactant in a balanced chemical equation. So this is the reactant and this is the product. That is why the number of moles of the gaseous product minus number of moles of the gaseous reactant in a balanced chemical equation. So that this term completely, this terms will be what? Kc. So Kc RT power delta N. So or you can write like this. See, it is necessary that while calculating the value of Kp, pressure should be expressed in bar, because standard state of pressure is 1 bar. So 1 Pascal is equal to what? 1 Pascal is equal to, that is Pascal 1 Newton meter cube, sorry, Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square. That's mean 1 bar is equal to what? 10 power 5 Pascal. Okay. You can look at in your textbook, that is table number 7.5, the equilibrium constant for Kp for selected reaction, that is formation of ammonia, formation of sulfur trioxide, formation of nitrogen dioxide are given. You can look at it. Then heterogeneous equilibria. This in a system having more than one phase. Here look at this, liquid and the gaseous phase. So this type of, that is the different phase, that is called heterogeneous equilibrium. So the equilibrium for water vapor and the liquid water in a closed container is an example of the heterogeneous equilibrium. So a liquid phase and the gaseous phase, that is in vapor phase. Another example, between the solid calcium hydroxide in a saturated solution to form like this. So this is also the heterogeneous equilibrium. The heterogeneous equilibria often involve pure solids or liquid. We can simplify equilibrium expression for the heterogeneous equilibria involving a pure liquid or a pure solid. As the molar concentration of a pure solid or liquid is constant, that is independent of the amount present. So in other words, that is the substance X involved, then that means what? That is concentration of X solid and the concentration of X liquid, that is are constant. So whatever the amount X is taken, contrary to this, that is X concentration of X gas and the concentration of X aqueous will vary as the amount of X's given volume varies. Let us take a thermal dissociation of calcium carbonate, which is an interesting and the important example of the heterogeneous equilibrium. So calcium carbonate thermal dissociation, that is thermal decomposition. So calcium oxide solid and the carbon dioxide gas. Here on the basis of the stoichiometric equation we can write it, that is Kc is equal to calcium oxide solid and concentration of the carbon dioxide gas divided by the calcium concentration of the calcium carbonate solid. So since the calcium carbonate and the calcium oxides solids are both are constant, therefore modify the equilibrium constant for the thermal decomposition of the calcium carbonate will be, that is K dash C is equal to concentration of CO2 carbon dioxide gas only. So that's mean Kp is equal to pressure of carbon dioxide. So this shows that the particular temperature there is a constant concentration or pressure of the carbon dioxide in equilibrium with calcium oxide solid and the calcium carbonate solid. That is experimentally it has been found that at 1100 Kelvin the pressure of carbon dioxide in equilibrium with calcium carbonate and the calcium oxide, that is 2.0 into 10 power 5 Pascal. So therefore the equilibrium constant at 1100 Kelvin, the reaction is Kp is equal to P pressure of carbon dioxide is equal 2 into 10 power 5 Pascal divided by 10 power 5 Pascal. So it will become what? 2. So similarly in the equilibrium between the nickel carbon monoxide and nickel carbonyl like this, that is example is we can write here nickel solid plus 4 moles of carbon monoxide gas the equilibrium nickel tetracarbonyl gas. So we can write the equation for Kc as concentration of nickel tetracarbonyl divided by concentration of carbon monoxide gas power 4. Okay student, it must be remembered that for the existence of heterogeneous equilibrium, pure solid or liquids must also be present at equilibrium, but their concentrations or partial pressure do not appear in the expression of the equilibrium constant in the reaction. Similarly, in silver oxide react with nitric oxide, I will write here Ag2O solid, the silver oxide react with 2 moles of aqueous nitric oxide to form 2 moles of silver nitrate, aqueous and water liquid. So the Kc will be concentration of AgNO3 power 2 divided by here what? HNO3. So concentration of HNO3 to the whole square. So this is called heterogeneous equilibrium. Next is applications of equilibrium constant.